Luckily, our Monday morning rain is starting to break up so we can do a little Children's Corner fun science fact and do our weather almanac on this May 17th. And here's a nice thing. That average temperature, about 77 degrees, coming off of a very cold week last week, we're actually going to be able to stick right around that all the way into the weekend. Now, these are the big numbers that are going to increase our monthly precipitation and, of course, our annual as well, coming off of a morning where we've already seen close to 2 inches in portions of the central part of the 4 states. And right now, what we're looking at is about 2 inches right there along Highway 400. Now, as you graduate down to the southeast, that's about 0.75 inches is what we got at Joplin Regional Airport. Up here to the northwest, amazingly enough, this is the place that was dominated last week by that thunderstorm activity, just kind of trace amounts. And then as you work into the light blue, that's about 1/10 of an inch. But trust me, by the time we get into the weekend, everybody's pretty much going to be in the green. That's going to signify at least 1 inch. And I'm not going to be surprised if we don't see the orange into the red right there, indicating anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of precipitation by Sunday. 67 right now in Pittsburgh. Parsons pushing up to 72. We've got 69 in Monette, and throw Joplin in at 69 as well. Now, the SKYWATCH storm tracker. The trough digs down almost to the Mexican border right there, kind of sweeps up some Pacific moisture, but this is what we're going to concern ourselves with for the next several days, because all the Gulf moisture, it works its way up through the Arklatex region. Of course, you got Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas right there, where we see the majority of the thunderstorm activity, and everything is going to feed itself from south up to the north. So when we talk about the severe thunderstorm risk map, we haven't seen a whole lot of movement in this since the weekend. But I do want to point out, we do not escape the minimal level. That's that darker green right there. The lighter green, thunderstorms. The darker green, that's when we have to remind ourselves about the high wind. Certainly, as you work down to the south, that's where we see low and even elevated areas. As a matter of fact, there are portions of Texas this week that are going to maintain their high category. So minimal, nothing to kid around about, but it could be worse. Highs today in the mid-70s with mostly cloudy skies. Winds going to shift, eventually move in from the west. And then overnight, yep, we're going to be right back at it, because here's what Future Track has in store. We'll do more of the scattered variety. Every now and then, you're going to see a little bit of hard rain throughout the nighttime hours. But it's really going to be tomorrow morning. And like I said, all eyes down to the south. We talked about where that low and elevated category was for the thunderstorm activity. Well, here it comes out of OKC. And as it progresses through us, just in time for Tuesday afternoon, we'll again see very, very heavy rain for Tuesday night into Wednesday. And then it just keeps on going. That's why we keep our thunderstorm activity at least at 40%. And look at Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going 70 and 60. But temperatures, they're fine. It's just a matter of keeping our heads above water right now. We do not have any advisories, watches, or warnings, at least on this Monday. That's going to be subject to change here, certainly by the time we get into Wednesday. We'd like to take this time